So just explaining the two types of files. So we have a fairly smooth file here. Okay, that's normally used for the draw file. And then we have a coarser file, as you can see, that we use for the cross file. Okay, so at the moment you can see that the plastic is quite rugged and rigid. So what we want to do is start with the cross file. So normally, Miss G, do you want to explain that?
Absolutely. So I'm actually going to go side by side. All right, I'm going to start with my straighter edges and then get to this piece later. So I have put this piece right down in the vise, just enough so we can file it down to a straight edge, and I'm going to be using the top of the vise as a guide to how straight I want this piece to be. So I'm going to go cross file across, and being very careful that you're not rough with this, because you could snap off this piece or actually start filing into it.
Yeah, you sort of chip into it, won't you?
Yeah.
So a cross file, that top end pointing towards the corners of the workshop, yeah.
All right, so we've done one way. Now I'm going to come back this way. Okay.
Main dominant hand is on the handle, and the other hand is guiding it. Note that the file is very flat, because you don't want to get any curves around the edges and chips on the side.
That is our cross filing, and now we're going to do our draw filing. Okay, we're using the flat edge, not the rounded edge, to this side. And again, being very gentle and very careful that you do not chip into that piece.
Yep.
You always grip this with your dominant hand. If you're applying pressure, I generally put a finger on there to apply that pressure, and then make sure this hand is flat, all right, on top of the file. The reason we don't want to grip it is because it has sharp edges, and if you're moving this, you can actually cut yourself. Back and forth. All right, trying to get some of those lines out. Is ready for wet sanding that side. All right guys, once again, we're going to pinch our piece, loosen our vise and rotate it. Okay, now we have done this side and that side is ready. All right, then I'm going to pinch this side down, right low into the vise and tighten. Then repeat your process. Okay guys, so that is two sides that have been filed, and as you can see, we are down to our longest edge. Now when we drew our line and we cut our piece, you can see that there's been a little nick left in it. We want that to disappear. So the way that we do that is, again, putting it nice and low on an angle in your vise and lining it up with the top of the vise, so you know how far to file down to, and you know that that edge is going to be nice and straight. All right, and again, starting with your cross filing, coarse file, and choosing a corner in the workshop. You're going to make sure your stance is right as well with this. Because that cross filing has definitely done its job. Smooth file time and draw filing, trying to get some of those lines out. Time to take it out of the vise, and as we can see, we have our three straight sides.